Have you ever had the thought, hey, this is just who I am. Not anything I can do about it. This is the life that I was given, my family, my upbringing, my circumstance. This shaped me into who I am. Just an average Jake. That's what I used to always tell myself. Instead of average Joe, is always, you're just an average Jake. It's all good. You're not doing bad. You're playing the hand that you were dealt. Have you ever had those thoughts? Because then accompanied with those thoughts is a complete lack of fulfillment. Like something is missing. I've got all these pieces to this puzzle, but there's this missing puzzle piece and I can't put it all together. Like something is just absent from this. That's you. You're the missing puzzle piece. The real you. And this thought of, this is just who I am, that's who you've been up to this point. And you're right, your circumstance, your environment, our need to conform through our upbringing, yes, have all shaped us to this person that we are at this moment. But the reality is that we have the ability to change. You are what you do, not what you say you'll do. And what you do forms who you are. That forms your identity. But why do we feel like we don't have it within us to change? If you want to be somebody, if you want to create a new life for yourself, if you want to experience things from a different perspective, raise your vibration, raise your frequency, and create the reality that you want for yourself, because you have that ability. It all just comes down to our willingness to change. But for some reason, we have this fear. It's ego is what it is. It's our ego. Our ego keeps us stuck. Our ego keeps us in the same vibration, repeating the same day, the same circumstances over and over and over again. Our minds have a negative disposition. 80% of the thoughts that we have on a day-to-day basis are generally surrounded around negativity in some way. A negative perception towards our reality. And 90% of those thoughts are reoccurring. So we are just stuck in the same old loop, thinking and feeling the same way over and over and over again. But you best believe we all have it within us to make change at any point. It's actually, with the way that our body and our minds are so powerful, it's actually very simple. It takes work. It takes becoming a habit. It takes creating this new energy that is within all of us, instead of just consuming artificial dopamine all day long. When you create, you feel good about yourself. You are creating for yourself. You are creating the new life that you want, and you are creating a new mindset that provides you this sort of uplifting, energetic feeling, because uplifting, you are raising your vibration. You are getting into a new frequency that is then going to start to manifest itself in this three-dimensional reality in a way that you now have context. You now have proof that, yeah, I actually am capable of making change. I am capable of seeing things from a different light and feeling good about myself for the things that I do. Again, by not doing these things, by staying in the same mindset and repeating the same cycle over and over again, there's this lack of fulfillment. You are unfulfilled. It's like, yeah, life is good, but if there's a but, if there's any question, as to your capability and what you're here for, I want you to take a look at what you do every day. I want you to take a look at what it is that you're actually creating for yourself. Are you creating momentum towards the life that you truly want? Or are you just saying one day, one day I'll do that. One day it'll be the right time, the right circumstance. Things will work out for me. That time's never going to come. Again, because we are what we do, not what we say we'll do. We have to bridge that gap between the life that we want and the situation that we're currently in. And the only way to bridge that gap is to create it, is to work on ourselves step by step, day by day, and create this momentum that then propels us forward on our journey into the life that we dream about. So we have to get out of this mindset that we're incapable of change, because that's the life that's living in the past. Okay, that's the known. You've developed this mindset that I'm just an average Jake. This is what's been given to me. This is the hand that I'm dealt. Oh well. That's living in the past, dog. How are you supposed to move forward if you're basing your whole mindset off your prior circumstances? No, you need to just simply switch your mindset into, this is what I want. This is what I'm going to do about it. And start making the changes necessary. And they can be very small incremental changes. Again, we don't climb mountains by leaping. You know what I mean? It's always going to be one little step at a time. And that's the same with life. Like, we can't expect to just embody everything that we want out of ourselves all in one fell swoop. But if you make one little change now, and you do that again tomorrow, and again the next day, and the next day, sooner or later, that little change is going to be a part of your identity. You are now doing that, so that's how you can identify yourself. And you feel good about yourself for making that change. And then once you have that little proof of concept, oh wow, dude, I can do this. I can make change. Then you now have belief. You have belief in yourself to make changes necessary. And so you already feel good about yourself. You already see who you've been and now who you are based on those little daily changes that you've made. And once you have that proof of concept, you then have a belief in yourself. And when you have that belief in yourself that you are capable of changing and doing good and looking forward instead of thinking about the past person you've been up to this point, well, then once you have that belief, then you start to behave a certain way. Your behaviors start to match your beliefs. Your behaviors start to become in sync with the person that you are meant to become. It all starts with belief, though. You've got to believe that it's within you. You've got to believe that you're more than an average Jake. And by not doing anything, by sitting around and being unfulfilled every day, you're stuck. So what's keeping you stuck? What's keeping you complacent, comfortable? Again, it's lack of belief. It's a fear that you aren't good enough. It's a fear that you're going to put forth all this effort and things maybe won't work out for you. And that may be the case. But that's based on external successes and metrics and what everyone else thinks. When you think about, oh, this is what I want from this life, this is what I hope works out for me, you have this vision. And as long as you are moving towards that vision to the best of your capability, the external success, the external results do not matter, because it's the internal fulfillment that you are creating for yourself along the way. that truly makes the difference. No breaks, guys. Click like, subscribe, enjoy the ride.